Today's guilty pleas to terrorism charges by multinational construction conglomerate Lafarge and its Syrian subsidiary reflect corporate crime that has reached a new low and a very dark place. For the first time ever, the United States has charged these companies with providing material support to terrorist organizations. In this case, the Islamic State of Iraq and al-Sham, or ISIS, and the al-Nusra Front. And for the first time, companies have pleaded guilty to supporting terrorist organizations, with Lafarge and its Syrian subsidiary facing criminal penalties of more than $750 million. Between August 2013 and October 2014, Lafarge capitalized on the Islamic State's iron grip and violent control of Syria to stifle its competition and to increase its market share. Lafarge paid millions of dollars to both terrorist organizations and benefited from their brutality to the tune of $70 million in revenue. Lafarge also hid its partnership with these terrorists through a web of fake contracts, falsified invoices, corrupt intermediaries, and off-system email accounts. As the Deputy Attorney General, and in my previous role as the President's Counterterrorism and Homeland Security Advisor, I have witnessed the unimaginable pain and suffering of American families who have lost loved ones to ISIS. American families whose loved ones were brutally murdered by ISIS. In the summer of 2014, the world watched in horror as ISIS murdered innocent journalists and aid workers. That same summer, Lafarge was in business with ISIS, securing profits and market share and capitalizing on the group's brutality. Make no mistake, Lafarge and its leadership had every reason to know exactly with whom they were dealing. They didn't flinch. Instead, Lafarge forged ahead, working with ISIS to keep operations open, undercut their competitors, and maximize revenue. And all the while, through their support and funding, Lafarge enabled the operations of a brutal terrorist group. As also reflected in today's guilty pleas, in one email, Lafarge executives discussed how the company could share the cake with ISIS, the cake being a callous reference to the profits that Lafarge planned to reap with its illicit partnership. When that partnership ended, when it came to a close, the defendants moved to cover their tracks. But the investigation uncovered the emails Lafarge executives tried to hide. Now, the facts of this case are extreme, but they are also instructive of the Department of Justice's priorities when it comes to corporate crime, and it is instructive about what happens when companies and their executives make the wrong choices.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.